Today, our main story is the OKX migration to the OP stack and what that signals for enterprises. Then we look at Etherfi becoming the liquid staking partner on OP Mainnet. We walk through the New World app and how it blends identity, chat, and payments. We break down Celo going live with OP Succinct Lite and what that means for security and scale. We cover Surf and its $15 million raise for crypto-native AI research. And we'll finish with a quick tour of Superchain ecosystem updates and how all of these moves fit together. You're watching Superchain Digest by Optimism Show, where we track the moves shaping Optimism's multi-chain future. This is not financial advice. Let us start with the main story. OKX is one of the largest digital asset exchanges in the world, with billions in daily trading volume. They have now migrated their XLayer network from Polygon to the OP stack. That means XLayer is now an OP stack chain inside the Superchain universe. Why would a giant like OKX do that? They want full control over their own network while running on shared, proven infrastructure. They want rails that behave like payment and settlement systems, not experimental toys. The OP stack already powers most Ethereum Layer 2 activity and a big chunk of all crypto transactions. By joining that standard, OKX gets upgrades, audits, and tooling from a large engineering community instead of building everything alone. OKX migrating XLayer to the OP stack is a major validation of the superchain as boring, reliable, critical infrastructure for serious players. Next story, Optimism has chosen Etherfi as its liquid staking partner on OP Mainnet. More specifically, the ecosystem is adopting weETH from Etherfi as a core asset. This came after a full request for proposals for liquid staking providers. Teams were evaluated on liquidity, depth, yield, ecosystem alignment, and risk. Etherfi scored highest in the risk-adjusted framework used by the Optimism Collective. It gives builders and institutions a liquid staking asset that is designed for transparency and auditability. Importantly, Optimism is not saying there will be only one liquid staking protocol forever. The long-term view is a multi-protocol liquid staking landscape with several strong options. But Etherfi gets the first anchor role as the main liquid staking partner today. If you are building DeFi on OP Mainnet, it is now easier to design around weETH as a trusted building block for collateral and yield. OP Mainnet is tightening its DeFi foundation with a more institutionally aligned liquid staking setup while still keeping the door open for other protocols. Now let us look at the New World app. World is trying to become a network for verified humans on the internet. The latest version of the app makes that vision feel much more real. The New World app combines chat payments and mini apps in one place. Chat World lets you send end-to-end encrypted messages with a simple visual check that shows which users are verified humans. Inside those chats, you can send money as easily as sending a text. You can split bills in groups and see who already paid. Mini apps like game savings tools and prediction markets now run directly inside the chats. On the finance side, the World app now supports accounts in many countries. People can receive salaries, move money from banks, hold stablecoins like USDC and EURC, and earn variable rewards with the Earn feature. You can store, convert, and spend more than 100 assets and pay with QR codes at merchants. Tap to pay with the World card is coming soon. All of this sits on top of World ID and Orb verification. The goal is to prove that users are real humans while preserving privacy. You can also prove age ranges without leaking identity details. Some large platforms are starting to experiment with these proofs for dating and social products. World app is a live example of what a mainstream-friendly on-chain super app might look like. It blends identity money and everyday apps into a single flow that most normal users can understand. Next up is Celo and a big technical milestone. The Celo hard fork is now live on Celo Mainnet. This upgrade brings OP Succinct Lite into full production on the network. With this change, Celo becomes the first chain to run OP Succinct Lite on Mainnet. It also becomes the first to launch a fully auditable EigenDA data availability bridge as part of its design. The upgrade introduces a new Rust-based EVM client that works with Succinct's SP1 prover system. There is also a new challenger set that monitors proposer behavior and can challenge incorrect states. What does this mean in practice? Celo now has ZK-powered fault proofs and stronger data availability guarantees. It offers faster, more secure verification while staying focused on low-cost mobile-first payments. The challenger set also improves decentralization and censorship resistance from day one. For the wider OP stack story, this is important. It proves that OP stack-based designs can integrate ZK proofs and EigenDA in a modular way. It supports Celo on its path toward higher throughput and Stage 2 readiness as an Ethereum-aligned Layer 2. Celo just shipped a serious security and scalability upgrade on top of OP technology, which strengthens both its own roadmap and the credibility of the OP stack. Our next story moves into AI. Surf is an AI research and intelligence platform focused only on digital assets. It just raised $15 million in a round led by Pantera, with support from Coinbase Ventures and DCG. Surf is built on a simple insight: Generic AI models often hallucinate on crypto questions, and that can create real financial risk. So Surf trains its models entirely on crypto-native data and uses multi-agent systems to analyze markets. It looks at social sentiment, on-chain activity, and token behavior, and then returns structured research through a chat-style interface. The platform has gained strong traction already. Since launching in July, it has reached millions in annual recurring revenue. It has generated more than 1 million research reports. It is used by a large majority of the top exchanges and research firms, and it has been growing at about 50% month over month. For builders and investors, the message is straightforward. Crypto-specific AI tools are becoming part of the base toolkit for research and risk management. As the superchain grows, expect more teams to rely on tools like Surf when they evaluate projects, incentives, and governance. Surf is one of the clearest examples of a model built from the ground up for this industry, rather than being a generic chatbot. Let's finish the news block with a few quick superchain extras. Pendle is coming to Unichain, which brings more structured yield and point meta tools to that corner of the superchain. Tau is now live on Unichain, which adds one more AI-linked token into the mix. There is a new Sonium ecosystem roundup, which is useful if you track brand-driven L2 ecosystems. Mode continues to run aggressive incentive and growth experiments, including the latest X402 move. Zora has opened live streaming to everyone, which gives on-chain creators a new way to reach their audiences. You can also check fresh content with the co-founder of Zora if you want to understand their roadmap. Lisk has shared an on-the-ground recap for Kenya, which highlights regional ecosystem work. Celo is also working on a tokenomics initiative that will matter more now that OP Succinct Lite is live. If you found this useful, subscribe to The Optimism Show, and follow along for coverage of how the superchain and its member chains are evolving. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.